up, everybody? It's Dupree, aka Darth Hater here.
And it is Darth Eternal here. And I heard you were talking Sith, my guy.
I heard you were talking Sith.
I heard you was talking some Sith.
Anyway, guys, welcome to Talking Sith. Both of us here.
Eternal. There should be three of us, technically. You, me, and Vader.
Oh, man.
He's like, that's too much work right now. It's too hot for that. So
tell them what we're talking about today.
Today we got some good stuff. We're going to talk about Andor and what we're expecting and the Book of Boba on a certain character that we were introduced to from the Bad Batch that could possibly be in the Book of Boba. So take it away, bro.
So I don't know if you guys watched the last episode of the Bad Batch. We had a certain Clone Wars character make his debut.
Yes, we did. And that character was Cade Bane. I'm like thinking of like coming down from center, playing center, Cade Bane. Woo, dun, 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 dun. Dude, I was super still like, we'll talk a little bit like from that, but like I was super happy to see him because like we know obviously what happened to him technically in the deleted scenes from the Clone Wars. He died.
Yeah, he had a freaking a gun. Was it a gunfight with Boba Fett, like young Boba Fett,
Western style.
Yeah, like that was like if that was like that's probably one of the most Western things in Star Wars since like Han like shooting Greedo in the bar.
Yeah, that is true. And you know what's funny? They still kept that whole Western vibe. Like when Cade Bane came out, like they had like they had that whole thing, which was really dope.
The only thing doing the little shots to like the the close-ups to the eyes, close up to the gun, close up to the hands, like on the hip with the blaster and everything. So it was basically shot for shot. If you line them up perfectly, it was shot for shot.
Yeah,
with the unused Clone Wars arc with Boba. It's just
yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. Just for Hunter and Omega. This time, right? Because I mean, in that deleted scene, it was like a whole crowd. It was like Bosk. I think Embo was there too. Embo was actually there.
Embo, and then some other two other random people, and like some dude with a mustache.
Wasn't it Den? What's his name?
No, it wasn't Dengar.
No, it wasn't Dengar.
I know Bosk was there for sure. And
didn't Bosk like turn on him for a second? Like I think he did, like for a split second, or was it that he was turning where he had the gun pointed at Bane?
No, it was always at Bane, but
at Bane, right.
Yeah, it was always at Bane, but yeah, like I said, if you link that up, work like shot for shot, it's almost exactly perfect, except for the fact that Cade Bane doesn't get shot in the Bad Batch.
I know, dude, and I'm hoping that
get shot.
I know, and it's like I guess we could talk about it how it can link to Book of Boba, right? So like, let's say that Boba doesn't show up in this series, right? Yeah. We could get possibly Cade Bane in the Book of Boba dying off there. Maybe. What do you think of that?
Honestly, I was thinking, before we got this, I was thinking we were gonna get Cade Bane in Book of Boba, and then we're gonna redo that whole thing, like the shootout, but just in Book of Boba.
Yeah, dude, that would have been sick. But see, like the only thing is that it takes away from the. I mean, I guess you could just change it up, and really doesn't matter about the dent in the helmet. I mean, but it's just he dies there in that series, so it would be kind of cool to see that. One of my questions is that where's like all these other characters? Like I always thought Embo was such a cool character. I don't know. Did you like him?
Embo was probably one of the coolest bounty hunters in the Clone Wars. Like him, a frisbee had a dog.
Dude,
frisbee had he snowboarded on.
Dude, I'm like, honestly, he kind of reminds me of Superboy when he had the dog. Like, I'm like, this dude has it all. I'm like, bro, I want to be freaking Embo. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, they used his species in The Force Awakens. Remember, Zuvio? Cosmo Suit that toy nobody ever bought.
Yeah, that's so true, dude. I didn't even think of that, and it's just like I like it because it's like they're really paying attention. Like Filoni and Favreau are really paying attention to what the fans really want. And honestly, like I really do hope that we get like more bounty hunters. I think we will, especially in live action. I don't think much in the Bad Batch, because again, we only have like what 8 episodes now.
8 episodes, and yeah, you don't really need to like throw an influx of like bounty
Yeah,
hunters in there.
no,
Like we already got Cade Bane now, and
I don't want an
and
overhaul.
what's her name?
Fennec.
Fennec Shan, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's fine, like and there doesn't need to be any other arcs detracting from the Bad Batch because this is their story. Like Clone
Yeah.
Wars, you could do that. Clone Wars is so big. You could talk about these people, these people, these people. Bad Batch just needs to be about Bad Batch,
Yeah,
and
and
what's his face, Crosshair
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, and there's so many theories with that one out too now. I don't even think he's gonna be a big part anymore. I have a feeling that things are gonna start changing up right now, and I think that's actually what leads into the fall of like the Bad Batch. In a sense of they might not use him anymore. But that's that's a whole nother topic.
That's
But
a whole nother talking Sith.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
whole other talking. So
yeah.
we'll save that for another time. But no, I mean, honestly, I really would love to see him in, because honestly, like if they don't kill him off now, it's cool because you can get him in Kenobi. We know the relationship he's had. Like we saw the arc with Kenobi and Quinlan Voss, which I think would be so epic. And I'm hoping, I pray to God that we get Quinlan Voss, because I really do like Quinlan Voss.
Yeah, because he's still
He's
his
alive.
death. Yeah, his death or whatever. He's still out there. Like there was
Yeah.
no confirmed death for him.
Well, no. Well, in the comics, he dies. Remember when Vader, he like plays like a mind trick on Vader, and like he comes jumping, and then Vader kind of like literally like slices him. That's how he ends up dying. But that's in
I
Vader
don't
in
think
the
that was
comics.
Quinlan
Yeah, it was.
in
It
the
was
new
Quinlan.
Vader comics.
Not the new one. In the old ones. In one of the old ones, it was Quinlan. That's how he
Oh, you're
dies.
talking about Legends.
Yeah, no, not canon, not canon. Legends,
Oh,
legends.
well, that's Legends. It doesn't matter. Like
Well,
we're
no, but
we're only talking about canon right now. But yeah, as
we're
far
talking
as
canon.
huh?
Oh no, I was saying like in general, like I think we can possibly because we know how Dave Filoni loves Legends. So I'm just saying like maybe that's something we get, like some sort of a scene we get with Vader, and maybe like Quinlan just comes out of nowhere and just like literally, how cool would it be? This is when I'll throw at you. How cool would it be in an episode of Kenobi with Quinlan and they're fighting off Bane? Like recreate that, like that would be
Oh,
freaking cool.
recreating what they did in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, dude, that would be so sick, man. I would love that because I feel like that scene was like so quirky, and we got to see Cad Bane like literally use Quinlan's saber against Kenobi, which I thought was freaking dope.
That was pretty cool.
It was, because to see, like, we never got to see that a bounty hunter. Well, but with him, to see him use it, I mean, just Cad Bane in general is just like the man. I don't know, I just love it, and the fact that my man has the tubes, I want to see how that would even play out in live action. To see him with those tubes, to see him live action. I mean, that's like, you think maybe this is a stretch. I know he would probably say no since he didn't want to play Thrawn. You think Cumberbatch would want to play him? I could see him playing him, but I know he doesn't want to be painted in blue like he said.
Honestly, if they did Cad Bane, he'd probably be mostly a CG character because like
Yeah,
that whole thing like needs like
a lot.
it's not it can't be a costume I mean some of it could be, but it could also just be a stunt performer and then they just do the face over whatever.
That's true. Yeah, you could do something like that. I mean, who knows, man? I mean, I think if we could get him in that series, I think would be cool. Also, nah, we didn't want to see him in Andor. I think the only two I'd want to see him in is Kenobi and Boba, because it would make the most sense. Like he has a relationship with those two, and you could introduce other characters. Like we already know. Like I don't know if you got to see this dude, but Moses Ingram. I don't know if you got to see like her thing where she posted like on Instagram where she was wielding a lightsaber at one point.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So like, I wonder what other Jedi, because they did say they're going to introduce Jedi that we've never like known before of. So I don't know. It's an interesting one. Like I wonder, because they also are saying about Inquisitors. Like I know we're not going to touch on that much, but we are going to get more of that in these series.
It's 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, and even before that, like almost immediately right after Revenge of the Sith in the comics, Palpatine's like, here's your Inquisitors. Do what you got to do, train them.
And
So yeah, I can see that. I can totally see like some Inquisitors in that show.
But it's so funny because like he literally craps on them. He literally like treats them like garbage, bro.
Dude,
I think
he's
it's so
chopping
funny.
like their arms off. He's like gouging their eyes out just to show this, just to make them feel some kind of pain that like how he felt, so they'd understand.
Bro,
I'm
like
just like
literally look at the scene in like Fallen Order, like when he literally that's the second sister, right? Or seven? No, it's the second. Is it
second sister, I
second
believe.
or seven? I don't. I think it's the second. I
That's the
want to.
second sister. Yeah,
I
the
think it's yeah
second
the
sister
second.
is the one from Rebels.
Rebels. Right. Yeah, that's the one with the helmet. Well, they all have helmets, but
Yeah,
she's like skinnier. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I when he kills her, well, like literally, like I love when he like jumps down and he just comes up. He kind of reminds me of, like the Hulkbuster, like when he just rises up. Or Iron Man. I'm just like, yo, bro, and just literally goes flat. Literally,
Dude,
bro.
I remember when that came out. Like I wasn't doing reaction videos or anything or gameplay videos, but I remember watching everybody's reaction to just seeing him show up at the end because you kind of knew it was gonna happen, but you didn't.
Yeah. I think anything in that timeline is like you're always expecting a Vader, and it's like he has to come up. You know, so like
Yeah, yeah.
when we got Rogue One, it was like you kind of you needed it. You know what I'm saying? Like you needed that, and then it's like you think about it in a way. It's like I think about it now, and it's like I think about even Solo. You needed something there to give a flavor to it, and that's what's like when you saw Maul, it was like whoa, like that was awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like that was pretty sick. That was pretty sick.
It was the only thing with that is I just felt like he really need to ignite his lightsaber? Kira, you coming here?
I guess I mean, well, I mean, it's to scare her. All I mean, it's to not scare her, but like send the message. Obviously, like he's not playing. You know what I'm saying? And to show, and it was too to show off the new hilt. Like that's what it was. It was to show off the hilt. In live action.
Yeah.
So that's what you kind of got from it. And it was cool. I mean, listen, I'm not mad, bro. That's like honestly, after the two hilts that I have now, that is my new favorite hilt, and it's like a goal of mine to get that fully installed and have it. So. Yeah, thank you, Solo.
Man. It's cool. What are you talking about? It came from Rebels. That was like his Rebels hilt.
Well, I'm saying seeing it live action though, because if it wasn't, I feel like if it wasn't for the live action, we would have never gotten it. So, yeah. So I mean, Rebels did do it, but I feel like Solo just did it justice because now it's like we know
attached to it too. It was like his walking stick.
Yeah, no, I know. That's the funny thing. It's definitely a good one. But yeah, no, that's why I'm like happy for
Solo. Like, in Clone Wars, he has a different hilt. Well, he loses it in Clone Wars at the end, I think, at season 7.
Yeah, he has like doesn't he? He has a black. He actually has a black hilt. Like he has the same hilt, but in black. That
he's
not
the same hilt,
Solo.
And then the part that got chopped off, he made another extension onto it, and then it's like black or something. I haven't really paid too much attention, but yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah, because I'm like they actually have the vintage collection figure. The version of it, and it's like the hilt itself is like black. It's like that, silver and black. So it's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I would still get that. So I wouldn't mind it.
Suck being in Star Wars and then like every so often you lose your lightsaber. It's like, oh man, I made this lightsaber. This is my favorite one. So I gotta make another one.
I mean, it's like imagine being a kid, bro. You're playing with your figure and you lose the freaking because those little things are like this. They're like small, man. That's just like, and you can't even make another one, man. It's like, oh man, I gotta go back to the store now and buy another figure just to get the hilt. It pissed me off, bro. I had a bad experience with that when I was little, so yeah.
So you gotta be good with your action figures, bro. I never lost anything,
bro. I was playing on my dad's deck. Like he had a deck, and then there was grass, bro. And I was like literally playing with Qui-Gon. I had Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Maul. Because it was like the original like from back then. I was playing on my dad's deck, and he had like a little like rail there, and I was playing with them as they're fighting. I was trying to recreate the scene, but like this time like they would fall over, like they can't fall over. So like see how
your dad's deck like,
and then like bro, I was so mad. Like this is how bad, bro. Freaking Obi-Wan, because I loved his hilt at the time. That hilt ended up falling. Never found it again. How are you gonna find it in like a big ass grass?
Like in the movie.
Just like in the movie, bro. It fell down. I was so disappointed. I was like, no.
I love how Obi-Wan. I love this about Obi-Wan. He lost his lightsaber in episode 1. Maul kicked it down the reactor shaft. In episode 2, he literally builds the same hilt. It's the same thing minus like one different color button. I'm like, dang, he really, really liked that one hilt.
Dude, that hill was nice, bro. I just like the bottom of it, the circle
The
with like
little
the little,
ball thing. Yeah.
I like it, dude. I like that one. Yeah, I kind of wish they brought that one back like from more, but I know like it kind of resembles like the Anakin one from Revenge of the Sith. Like I know like that one, and then also A New Hope, for the Obi-Wan there. So I just kind of wish they brought it back. I like that. Like I wish they would have kept it that, but I know they couldn't because it wouldn't have correlated with
Yeah,
the
you got to link up to the original one, the one from the New
yeah,
Hope.
the other Graphics. So yeah. But
So.
yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at though with Book of Boba. I mean, any other characters you're expecting or that you want?
Well,
I mean,
Book of Boba?
other than like Cad Bane or anything.
Well, I mean, honestly, the one character I care about most coming for Book of Boba will be Bosk. I mean, he's almost a given, but
Yeah.
like I just we haven't got Bosk since Clone Wars, and before that it was Empire Strikes Back, and there's
Yeah,
not
dude.
really been any Bosk love.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite bounty hunters.
Yeah.
So, if you read all his comic arcs and everything, he's like ruthless. So
Yeah.
and then his relationship with Boba, like, he kind of like took him under his wing after his dad died. So it'd be cool to see Boba back.
Yeah.
And we're like frenemies, like, they're all like, especially after you know, Boba got Han Solo after Empire, and then Bosk is coming after him with, his little crew, and then it's just like, oh man.
Dude,
So
I mean,
I'm interested to see Bosk back.
yeah, I wonder if maybe he's on Tatooine somewhere too. Maybe you think so?
Well, I mean, actually, I shouldn't say Empire. The last time we see him is Return to Jedi. He was at Jabba's palace.
So he
Him
might.
and Dengar, like, they were both there.
Oh,
Like,
right. In the beginning. Yeah. You're right. But I wonder if you think they've been there for. Well, I mean, how many years is that? Return of the Jedi to Mando is how many years? Isn't that
5 years, but
also he
you know,
must.
yeah. But the thing is, like,
Jabba died.
yeah, Jabba died. Most people on, like, the cell bars died, but it's like, and obviously Bib Fortuna lived and took over Jabba's palace. But then it's like, okay, so
He
you're gonna
died.
say like all these people like lived also, like Bosk and Dengar and whoever else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and there's so many things, like now, like that with characters. I feel like we're gonna get in the Book of Boba, but I mean, also too, we do know that it's gonna be a lot of flashbacks. They did say that show's gonna be heavily flashbacks in the sense of what happened. What was it before Return of the Jedi or Empire?
Yeah, either before Empire or before Return of the Jedi or in
Yeah,
between, which would be
yeah.
cool. I honestly would not mind that at all.
I would too. I
I
would
want to
love
see
to
that.
see. Me too, dude. I want to see what was going on. Like, I want to see how he got out of the, like, I want to see how he got out, bro. Like, that's like the $1,000,000 question. Like, how
Yeah,
that,
it's $1 million question. How he got out, what he's been doing for 5 years. Why didn't he go get his armor? Because obviously he knows that, what's his name?
I forget his name. I know who you're talking about. We saw
Gray
him. I mean,
beard dude. What the heck was his name?
we literally saw him. I just
I
don't know.
know. Yeah, it's dude from Mando who had Boba's armor. I'm like brain farting right now.
Yeah, that's the one where like Mando wins it or something like that when they like
Mhm.
fight. Yeah, when they.
Yeah, like he knows, like he has his armor. I'm like, why did Boba like leave him? The Marshal. Why did he let him like have his armor for so
That's what he
long?
was called, the Marshal, or I think.
Yeah, but he has a real name though. I forgot.
Bro, it's okay,
Yeah.
bro. While we're recording the video, bro, you could just pop it up and it'll just go boop.
Remember
The
it
internet
later.
will know it. The internet will know it while we're talking about this.
Everybody's
Nah,
gonna know. But still, it's like where your armor is. Why didn't you get it? And obviously, he doesn't know how to use the armor like that well. It's like you could go get it. You're Boba Fett.
yeah. I mean, you had it for all those years. I mean, you should know, right?
I mean, he has Slave One too. Like, he could easily just go and like blast this dude and take his armor.
That is true, man. Yeah, I mean that's I mean, yeah, so I mean that's it for me, man. I mean, that's all the characters, honestly. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's more as time will go and as time, we'll see more of these characters pop if we do get confirmed. And then, it's one of those things where you could kind of talk about those kind of theories, what we wish and what we want for that and how they could play a part, kind of talking about with Cad Bane, what we would love to see. And, for you guys watching, let us know too what you think of that one. If possibly, you would love to see that scene recreated, with Obi-Wan and Quinlan, and also see him maybe die in Book of Boba, kind of like the whole thing with Mace Windu, which I will not get into right now, but that's a whole nother one we'll get into. But yeah, I mean, comment down below and let us know what you think of those theories that we just talked about.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you think we're gonna Honestly, I'll throw one out there. What if Cad Bane is the main antagonist for Book of Boba?
I could see that, dude. That'd be
Yeah.
beautiful. Honestly, I could see that. That would honestly be a cool one, and you could stretch that out for the series. And then it's like you could
Yeah.
have like little flashbacks, like in a sense of like while that's happening, maybe you could talk about like for a sense of like as he's the antagonist, you could talk about like different things that happen, getting those flashbacks, like that way, it kind of like takes off the heat off of Cad Bane, like as they're going at it. So it'd be cool to see that. To be honest, I'd be game for that. And maybe
Yeah.
Cad Bane wants to rule Tatooine too. Who knows? Since Bib Fortuna is dead, maybe it's like they all go at it, and maybe that's where he does die. That's what I'm thinking.
What about this theory? This
Ooh.
random speculation theory.
A random Star Wars theory. Let's
there's
go.
like a big Star Wars theory exclusive. No, what if another character I was thinking about, what if we got is maybe Hondo Anaka? What if like say like Hondo's like I have a job,
He's
and then
another
he's
one.
hiring, and then it's Boba versus Cad Bane to get some kind of prize.
Dude, honestly, that'd be sick. That's another one I thought of, but I'm like, dude, where's Hondo in all this? Honestly, like that's another one I would want to see in Kenobi too, just to bring some humor to it, to give it that Clone Wars, like feel and touch. And Ewan McGregor does such a good job. Like he can be that funny character. We've seen it, right? So if he can give that flavor, and that they did say that in Kenobi, we will be getting that kind of flavor in a sense of as you see my figure of Anakin, and you see Obi-Wan, that's the with the armor, that's the version we're getting in those flashbacks. So I'm cool with that. I'm game with it. Bring it. And I would love to see Hondo and him kind of like talk or something like that where they cross paths one more time or another time. I'm cool with that. So that's kind of I'm game for that theory. So you got
they brought him back for Galaxy's Edge, and Galaxy's Edge is canon. Like he's on Batu.
Yeah, he is. That's right. So I mean, I don't know, man. I guess it's all just them bringing it and letting it be a thing. So I guess we'll have to see what happens and go from there and see what other characters we get as time goes.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the thoughts and comments down below. Let us know what characters you want to get in Book of Boba Fett. Let us know what you thought about Cad Bane in the Bad Batch. Let us know what you think about the possibility of Cad Bane in Book of Boba.
Yeah, let us know. Comment down below. Like and subscribe to my man Darth Hater. Like and subscribe to my channel.
To my man over here, the Sith Eternal. Actually, this guy right here, over here.
There we go. Darth Eternal, Darth Hater 23. Subscribe to him. This guy right here. Thank you guys, though. Thank you so much.
If you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you could be so kind as to hit the bell to get notifications for our latest videos, that would be great. Yes, and my man's got constant content coming out, so watch him as he is talking about Jurassic World and also Indiana Jones and other things. So please go check it out because he has got some bangers coming. So thank you for having me on again on Talking Sith, dude. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's fun doing this. Let's keep it going. Bro. The fans love it, so we're definitely keeping it for you guys going. So again, thank you guys for tuning in and watching, and can't wait for the next one. Later, guys. Later, guys. May the force be with you. Bye.